This fabric is 45 inches wide and it's Magnolias, and I got it from Michael's, and I believe it was 470 a yard, and it's nice fabric. Check Michael's out. Hello guys, thought I'd check in to show you this little bit of information. This is E2042. I have laid out in my pattern and cut front and back on a single layer, which means I have to cut the front and back again. So in doing so, I realized I did not have enough fabric. What was left, the pattern pieces that were left was pattern piece number 4, which is the sash, and this little piece right here. Oh, talking about disappointment. And this is the back arm facing, and I was highly disappointed about it. This is some fabulous material, but guess what? This fabric came from Michael's. So what did I do? I ordered another 2 yards just to be sure, because this sash is a long sash. So I ordered it 2 days ago. Did I say 2 days ago? It was actually 1 day ago. And when I woke up, it was here from Michael's. Not only did I get it the next day, this nice, beautiful Magnolia fabric, I got 2 yards for $8.95 because I did a survey and they gave me $10 off. Talking about great service delivery in-house. Stay tuned for the making of the dress. So this is a dress, a easy dress pattern, and it's Vogue 2042, and this pattern calls for a lining. To start your lining, you cut out the pieces that are required for the outer garment. In this particular case, this pattern has 2 pieces, the front and the back pieces. You cut out your lining piece out of the same pattern pieces that you're gonna cut your garment out of. So 2 pieces, front and back, is the lining cut out just like the dress itself, and you follow the directions that your instructional guide is giving you for the lining. In this particular case, the steps are to sew the lining in the same manner that I would sew the outer garment. So here's the lining. I pinned it up on the mannequin on tomorrow. Your side seams, your front seams. And here's how it's looking in the back. This is your zipper opening. So this is how the outer garment is looking without the lining. The back opening, zipper placement. Front. This is one of the most peculiar little dresses I have ever sewn. So it has 2 parts, two pieces to the front, side seam, and 2 to the back, and middle seams, center seams. And it has this tie that comes from the back to the front through a bangle. This dress does not require any sewing except for the seams on the center seams, front and back, and sides. But I sewed around everything on this dress. It asks you to base. I actually just sewed it around. And I'm still working on this dress, and it also requires a lining, which wasn't any problem, and a zipper for the back, a 9-inch zipper. This dress is supposed to be blind stitched or slip stitched the inside collars, well, straps. So we're gonna do the blind stitch or the slip stitch to make this look nice. I have done sewn by hand this portion up until this point, and the blind stitch is made so that you cannot see the stitches from either side, or very minimum stitches. So this has been done right here. The blind stitch has been completed so far up until this point here. This is the wrong side of the dress, the lining, and this is the outer side of the dress. Placing it back. Long threads always get tangled. Go through your fold. Come out. And pull. Pick up back. Pull. And see, they're barely visible. So for this beginning, I serged the edge, but it's a vintage pattern. Did not ask for serging. I did it, thought it would be quicker. So I was gonna leave the serge edges, but it calls for hand stitching, blind stitch or slip stitch. So I folded my serged edges and started blind stitching. So that's how the blind stitch or slip stitch is done. It's supposed to be a invisible stitch. And this is how it's looking so far. The blind stitch, normally used for hems, and you can call this a hem, it's just not at the bottom of the garment. Thanks for watching. Bye.